Ron DeSantis has been making the rounds in Iowa as he attempts to complete what's known as the full Grassley. The campaigning strategy named after Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley refers to making a stop in every one of the state's 99 counties ahead of the caucuses. However, former President Donald Trump is still polling 30 points ahead of DeSantis in the Hawkeye State. The CBS News campaign reporter Aaron Navarro has been following the DeSantis campaign and joins us now to discuss the strategy in Iowa. All right, so Donald Trump is polling pretty high, so you can understand why Ron DeSantis is kind of pulling out all the stops, as they say. Is that going to be enough, though, to kind of tip things at all?
That's right. He has been making this full court press almost since the summer when I first started covering him on this 99 county tour. Iowa has this political tradition of rewarding those that make that effort. In the past two contested Iowa caucuses, 2012 with Rick Santorum and 2016 with Ted Cruz, they did that full Grassley and they were able to make their supporters turn out on caucus night. But from talking to Iowa Republicans, from just watching this race, looking at the polls, the hurdle for DeSantis is Trump. He is essentially an incumbent for the Republican Party running, and his popularity is still there with Iowa Republicans. Now, DeSantis' team says that the grassroots connections that they're making on this 99 county tour will pay dividends on caucus night. When you have a smaller turnout, about 100,000 actually turn out to caucus in the state, and the grassroots support that they have there, from precinct leaders to endorsements they may have, could help them pull off an upset in January.
DeSantis is set to debate California Governor Gavin Newsom on Fox News later this week, Aaron. It's just interesting. How is this move being interpreted by Republicans? Why is Governor Newsom doing this? Is he potentially thinking about throwing his hat in the ring for the presidency?
Yeah, that's right. And it's actually kind of funny because after the second debate in California, when some reporters caught up with Newsom and asked why he's doing that debate, he almost gave a shrug and said, "I'm not really sure." But to DeSantis and other Republicans with him, they see this as a kind of quasi-2024 undercard. DeSantis especially has been amplifying this thought that Newsom could be on the ticket instead of Biden. He often says this in stumps in Iowa, and the crowd agrees, maybe thinking that Biden will not run for re-election. But it's almost seen as an undercard debate. It's not the two leading contenders of either party. Newsom is not even a candidate. But for DeSantis, it could be seen as a moment to kind of reinvigorate the campaign, and for donors watching Fox this Thursday, maybe remind them of the DeSantis that they initially liked after his big 2022 win.
So Donald Trump, in the meantime, posted on Truth Social about looking into alternatives to the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. You know, this is kind of, he's been throwing out ideas of what he would do if he wins the presidency. I don't think they rise to the level of even kind of like a platform policy, but he's kind of tossing stuff out there. But honestly, is there an appetite in the Republican Party to reopen that debate into Obamacare? He tried to do it before, it didn't work.
At least as it stands right now, no. It was interesting. The midterms in 2022 was the first election in a while, maybe a decade or so, that Republicans weren't really talking about Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act. And Democrats already in Biden's campaign have looked at Donald Trump's comments about potentially making changes to that and are using it as a way to campaign against them. Republicans really haven't been talking about this that much on the campaign trail. And if you look at Trump's post, it may also just be seen as a slight to John McCain, Susan Collins, who initially voted against the repeal of the Obamacare Affordable Care Act in 2017.
All right, Aaron Navarro, as always, thank you.
Thanks for having me.